on DC News Now at 4.
We'll be really feeling the heat and humidity over the next few days. We'll let you know when we might start to see these numbers dropping.
6 years after the shooting death of Bijan Gaysar, the officers who killed him are still on leave.
If they think they should be paid more while they did nothing, they should have resigned.
We're sitting down with Gaysar's father as the police file suit. Plus, predatory pricing practices. DC's Attorney General says StubHub needs to be stopped. The legal action he's now taking against the ticketing platform, what it could mean for you. Then, local Olympians making the DMV proud. We're at the Summer Games. And later, the excitement is building. We're getting an inside look at Kings Dominion's all-new roller coaster.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Well, heat and humidity is back in the forecast today. You're taking a live look outside momentarily outside at the National Mall. Heat advisories are in effect all across the region.
And Annalisa, I was told by my colleague at noon that we were going to get a little bit of a break as far as humidity is concerned. But Damon, when you head outside, you can still feel it.
And Annalisa, yeah, it's definitely a little bit humid enough so that we feel that as these temperatures still keep on rising as we've gone here throughout the afternoon and evening. No question, yes, we are indeed feeling the change. Look at this. Temperatures across the entire DMV are in at least the lower 90s. It's even hotter still in some locations. The air temp right now in Winchester, 95, Manassas, Waldorf, 94. Annapolis, it's only one exception because we have had some occasional spotty downpours and thunderstorms rolling across the eastern half of the region. That has been briefly cooling a few locations down. But for the most part, many of us won't even see a drop from those spotty downpours. Things will remain rather hot and a little bit humid as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening. The return of the 90s is being felt, and it will continue to be so through the rest of the day today. But folks, unfortunately, yes, we're going to dial things up even more with that humidity rising quite a bit tomorrow and Friday, enough that there we have it. Heat advisories have been issued for tomorrow along and east of the I-95 corridor already. So how hot and humid should we expect it to get on Thursday and Friday? And when could a few more storms really mix back into the forecast? We'll have those answers coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thanks so much. Well, the U.S. Park Police officers who shot and killed a McLean man in 2017 are now suing the U.S. Department of Interior. Now, while the FBI and a federal judge cleared them of any wrongdoing, the officers have been on paid administrative leave for years. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg joining us live outside the Department of Interior in Foggy Bottom. Now, Daniel, walk us through what the officers are looking for this afternoon.
Well, Annalisa, the Department of Interior made a move in 2021 to fire those two officers, but that final decision has been pending ever since, leaving those officers in limbo, and now they are suing over an unreasonable delay in that decision. Now, in November 2017, Bijan Gaysar was rear-ended in an accident after being stopped twice by police after he drove off from that accident on the GW Parkway. He drove off twice when police tried stopping him, but the third time he was stopped, Officer Lucas Vineyard and Alejandro Amaya fired multiple shots at him as he tried driving away. No criminal charges were brought after an FBI investigation, and a federal judge dismissed a case from Virginia. Gaysar's family did, however, reach a $5 million civil settlement last year. In a court filing this month, the officers' attorneys say the delay in a decision to fire the officers has damaged their careers and caused them to suffer a loss of pay, promotional opportunities, and career advancement. This is how Bijan's father, James, is reacting to the news.
If they think they should be paid more while they did nothing, they should have resigned and go look for another job. I haven't been able to sleep, and just the thought of it, and of course the wound for us still is fresh.
Vineyard and his attorney declined to comment. Amaya's attorney said he was not available for an interview today, and the U.S. Department of Interior also saying they are not commenting on this case. We're live in Northwest. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thank you. And happening now, some Metro trains are single tracking following a death investigation on the tracks. Green Line trains are still single tracking from West Hyattsville to Georgia Avenue, and riders should expect delays in both directions. WMATA says that someone was hit by a train this morning at Fort Totten. Meanwhile, all Red Line Metro trains are moving smoothly again in Northwest D.C. Some commuters ran into issues this morning when trains stopped running between Friendship Heights and Cleveland Park. Metro cited an arching insulator at Van Ness. Again, train service is back to normal.
Well, it's one of the ways people get tickets for all events around the area, but StubHub is being sued tonight by the Attorney General for the District of Columbia.
Yeah, Brian Schwab is accusing the online ticket exchange of deceptive and unfair practices.
DC News Now's Dave Laval joining us live from the Fitzgerald Tennis Center, the site of this week's Mubadala City DC Open.
And Dave, what can you tell us about this suit?
Well, good afternoon to you, Mark and Annalisa. This is one of the many events around the district you can buy tickets for at StubHub. The problem, according to the Attorney General in his suit, is you may have already overpaid for those tickets a lot more than you originally thought. Brian Schwab accuses StubHub of advertising low prices, then increasing them with extra fees. It's known as drip pricing. The Attorney General says customers are forced to go through several steps before they get to the checkout page, where the total price is vastly higher than the original advertised one. The Attorney General claims StubHub has sold nearly 5 million tickets to district customers since 2015, which collected an estimated $118 million in hidden fees. Customers we talked to today said they support the suit.
It adds, up to a $30 charge on some of the tickets, and so I do think that the ticket prices, when they're elevated, is a little bit ridiculous.
The Attorney General seeks financial penalties against StubHub and restitution for district customers. StubHub, meanwhile, told us in an email it's disappointed by the Attorney General's action and that it follows the law. We're live at the Fitzgerald Tennis Center in Northwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thanks so much. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and right now early voting for the Prince George's County special election is underway. The goal there is to find a replacement for longtime at-large councilmember Mel Franklin. He abruptly resigned last month. Days later, we learned he's facing embezzlement charges after being accused of stealing campaign funds. One first-time voter says he's ready for a change.
See the community change and it be more safer. And I want to see the schools better. I was looking for somebody that, cares about the youth and wants to see the youth do better.
Polls are open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday through August 5th. On Sundays, polls are open from noon until 6 p.m. Election day is next Tuesday, August 6th, and the special general election will be held on November 5th. You can learn more about the candidates right now on our website, dcnewsnow.com.
New today, the White House banning TikTok from all House-managed phone devices. Starting August 15th, all products owned by ByteDance will be blocked and removed from House devices and app stores. It comes as the app's Chinese-owned parent company sparks national security concerns.
Meanwhile, a recent study shows people are less likely to perform CPR on a woman because they don't know how. That's because most CPR classes use male dummies. Now, Centra Health in Virginia is introducing a female dummy named Annie, and they hope this move will help people feel more comfortable to jump in to save lives.
You're not sure, you hesitate, and anytime that we hesitate, we're not doing compressions when compressions are called for.
Now, some men also expressed hesitation because they did not want to expose a woman's chest. This new class, which is offered virtually or in person, hopes to help people feel more comfortable regardless of who needs help.
Well, as the Olympics continue in France, several DMV natives are walking away winners, and that's including Bethesda's own Katie Ledecky. Ledecky took home gold in the women's 1,500-meter freestyle. That's 30 laps, and she is making history in France. Ledecky ties the record for the most Olympic medals won by an American woman, 12.
And right now in Arlington, a native there, Tori Husk, took home her third medal today, this time winning silver in the 100-meter freestyle. Sweden took home the gold while China walked away with the bronze. And another local win, boxer and Prince George's County native Jamal Harvey won his match Wednesday morning to move on in the Olympic tournament. Harvey trained at Swift Boxing Gym in Upper Marlboro. His coach spoke about the sacrifices he made to get to this level.
A lot of birthdays, he missed a lot of parties, going out, vacations, me and him both. Just not having no time off. And not even to sit down and soak into the moment with the boxing. You know, so like him in the Olympics, yeah, I'm in a while too, and I'm excited too.
All right, exciting times. Harvey's next fight will be on Saturday at 2 p.m.
You know, it's interesting you talk about one thing that really people don't know, because all this practice and preparation happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Is the commitment that these people have had and the sacrifices that they made even at an early age. It's phenomenal.
Yes.
You think Katie Ledecky just showed up and said, hey, I'm good?
She looked so focused when she was about to hit the pool today. So yeah, congrats to her.
Absolutely.
Always great to see the home team winning there.